What else?
All right, what else is going on, man? I feel like we got a lot of stories this week.
Yeah.
We're not doing a phone, so I'm not trying to look at
I'm
the
not on the
things we're
phone,
talking
man.
about.
But
I know.
LeBron James and Trump, man.
Yo, who gets under Trump's skin better than LeBron? It is.
I did not know
Yeah.
that Donald Trump would be the person to finally settle the LeBron MJ debate. He fucking settled it.
Bro.
Donald Trump is a lot of things to a lot of people, but I never thought in my life he would be the one to settle it. After this weekend, I can say with a clear conscience, if you don't think LeBron's the GOAT, you're a Trump supporter.
Well, that's the tricky
Like,
shit,
if you
right?
think
It's
MJ's the GOAT,
it's like,
then
damn, bro.
that means there's certain things about you
He's
because
trying to make America great again, like when Jordan was good.
yeah, exactly. When Jordan was good, that's where you want to go back to. Oh, okay.
You know where Jordan was gambling, right? In that Trump casino in Atlantic City. Anyway, so
Man, listen.
but
There's
is
a bunch of
something-
Trump and Jordan pictures out
Oh,
there
for sure.
floating in
But
that
then again,
just-
there's also a bunch of Trump
of everybody,
pictures back
yeah.
then. But
Trump, he was a rap lyric
of
for
course.
years.
So but there is something interesting about, like, in my personal opinion, when Trump responds to someone is because he actually either fears them or really low key respects them.
Yeah.
And he was hurt.
Yeah.
Like, if you look back,
hurt
there's
his
old
feelings.
tweets of Trump tweeting about LeBron, amazing game-winning shot, incredible play by LeBron. I
Yeah.
think low key, Trump is a motherfucker who loves. He truly loves, like, greatness. Like, he
Yeah.
wants to be great. He wants everything. And I think he fucking loves LeBron.
Of course he does.
As, like, at least a competitor.
Of course he
right?
does.
And when LeBron said that little bum shit, you know it tore his ass apart. And then when LeBron doubled down, it's like it turns Trump. And not many people can do this.
Yeah.
And people try to bait him. Eminem tried his hardest to
I was
bait
about
him.
to say,
He didn't give
Eminem
a
gave
fuck.
him fucking
Yo, but
48 bars.
didn't give a fuck
Trump
because
didn't
he
give
don't
a
care
shit
about
The bars
about
were trash, and we pretended they were good.
I didn't even
I
listen
didn't
to
even
it.
think they
Who gives
were
a
there.
fuck?
That was like the R. Kelly I admit.
Yeah, no.
Like, I was like, I don't got time for this.
I tried to listen to this, and my girl was like, "It's good." I was like, "Stop
Yo,
it!
but
Stop the
so-
fucking lie. This
but the-
wasn't a good song."
But the point I'm trying to say is like you could tell that it affects him, and I think that LeBron was underhanded enough, and he could be savvy. It could be his like political savviness.
Oh, Bron is
He's
very savvy.
underhanded enough about it to give just enough where Trump is going to go after him, and the second he go after him, what does LeBron do? He doesn't come back. He's just like, no, we're
Post a
focused on
selfie,
we're
like,
focused on
I
getting these
promise,
schools good.
yeah.
We're focused on doing it. It's like you played it perfectly. And
It's,
I'm telling you, if you hate
under the
Trump
skin.
and you
Gets-
want to work him, that's how you work him. You get him to come forward and then you back off. If Trump was actually smart and wanted to come at LeBron, what Trump would have said is, I love what LeBron is doing with the I Promise School.
Yeah.
I love what you're doing. Keep it up, LeBron. And then, because now you have this
Then
situation.
LeBron will say
And
some
now
shit.
you put him
Now-
on the spot.
Right now, you put
Yeah.
LeBron in the Mike Jordan spot, right? Now LeBron has to either, if LeBron goes, I don't take your compliments at all. Now you have all the Trump supporters going, wow, you can't even
Yeah.
appreciate a guy supporting your schools.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tribal. You don't even care. You just want to hate Trump. And then if you say, thank you, Mr. President, now you got everybody that hates Trump going, how dare you take
Yeah.
That's the savvy
the
move.
move. That's
But
the move.
but LeBron got Trump in
Trump
his
isn't
feelings too
savvy.
much,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
He got Trump in his feelings.
LeBron is the ultimate playmaker, dude. He sees the floor.
Facts!
He sees
Yo,
everything.
facts!
He sees everything, bro.
You're
Like, he
right.
played this shit
You're right.
so perfectly, and he didn't react. He didn't tweet back. He didn't say nothing. He didn't have to say anything.
And the one time he did go hard on him, calling him a bum, Trump was going at the Warriors and Steph Curry. He wasn't
Yeah.
even going at LeBron.
Yeah.
So LeBron just looks like he's taking up for somebody he's supposed to hate.
Yeah.
LeBron looks like a good guy there, too. Like, I'm defending them. Fuck that.
He's like,
Yo,
at the end
bum.
of the day, still
Fuck you.
these
Nobody
guys.
likes to go to your thing anyway. Don't stop picking on these people.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Trump didn't say anything about him. He don't respond if Trump says something about him.
Because
So-
Trump low-key loves
Yeah,
LeBron,
thank
son.
you.
I'm dead ass.
Trump is very sensitive. That's anybody close to Trump you keep hearing. He's incredibly
course.
sensitive.
I think he's sensitive to those that he
Especially.
respects. If he don't think
And-
nothing of you, he don't give a fuck.
and-
But if Tom Brady says some shit about Trump, you gonna see some tweets.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like
sure.
there's motherfucker. Like apparently he said that shit. He was like, my daughter could have married Tom Brady, and she's with fucking Jared Kushner. Like he thinks Jared Kushner's a cuck. He's like, pathetic. Literally, he's just been saying this to people in the White House.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. And low key, LeBron probably knows. That that LeBron probably got in text from Trump or like this before he was president. Like they was probably reaching out and like
He's
trying
like,
to
hey,
befriend
man,
him.
let's try and build something. Bron's
You
probably like,
know
I'm good.
that motherfucker loves
Of course.
LeBron, and LeBron working it perfectly.
Of course, of course. And on top of all that, Melania came out and was like, "Oh, we think what LeBron is doing is great and yada yada yada. I'd love to come and visit the school." So now what does LeBron do? Does LeBron ignore that too?
No,
Or
I think
does he-
you let her
I
visit.
think you let her visit. I think
Absolutely
you
let
support
her visit.
But you don't think it's
That's
is
the
that
problem.
Trump? Is
You
that Trump
can't-
trying to get his savviness back? So
Nah,
like,
but
yo,
you
if at
can't.
least
This is where you look like an asshole. If I open a school and then if if Trump haters are gonna hate LeBron for saying, "All right, come, I would like for you to do something like this," then you're just stopping progress.
So
LeBron got to be like, "I want to show you what's possible."
Yes. And that's where people really fuck up. Like when all these teams go, "I'm not going to visit the president." It's like, well, you don't care about your causes. Because if you cared about your causes, you would definitely leverage visiting the president to have a 10-minute conversation about what you think is wrong with the world and how you could fix it. Even if that shit means nothing, at least you tried. And if you believe in your ability to convince and you have the ear of the most powerful person in the world, you might be able to get something done. Shit, Kardashian got that bitch out of prison.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like,
I don't believe that though, because I think Trump, like you said, Trump respects people that he likes, he thinks is great, and he respects fame.
Malcolm
So the
Jenkins
only
should
reason
have
why-
visited.
So bring some fame.
I
Bring some
just
bring
thought-
some people you like. You
think-
don't care about your
Or-
your issue enough.
All right,
if you don't want to
or
go visit.
the fucking who won the NHL Stanley Cup? Did
cares?
anybody give a exactly? Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah.
They went to go visit the president. Did anything change? Did anything was like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
well, we
that's
went
all
to
white players. You
All
know,
right.
you know the real flex. is
Everything's
if-
good for them.
If the Warriors win and then go to the White House with Colin Kaepernick, will you not go let Colin Kaepernick in? Well, that's a problem.
That's it. Like, the thing
That's
is,
the problem.
what
But
they're
here's
doing
the
is they're
thing.
virtue signaling. They're doing this thing like, hey, look how good I am. I'm not going to go visit Trump. He's like, you want to do some good? Go to Trump and say, hey, here's some water from Flint, Michigan. I need this fixed. Please help us fix it. And you have that photo op. Now the pressure
You don't
is
get to
on.
that. You don't get to that point though. If you know
Why not?
how them visits work out and everything with with Secret Service and PR and all that shit. You don't
It's
get to
happened
that
in the
point where you
past.
hold that- In the past, you think
It's-
you get that shit is
absolutely.
fine now? I don't think so.
Absolutely. It's a
My thing
leverage.
is-
It's a
My
conversation.
thing is the whole visit.
It's
the
already
whole
happened.
visit
There
the
was
White
a
House
dude for
shit.
what team? I think it was the Houston Rockets, or I forget what team it was.
You're talking about
And-
Craig Hodges.
Yeah, Hodges
Craig
went in a
Hodges
fucking
was involved,
dashiki,
yeah.
and he was like, I'm not coming unless I can have a convo.
Yeah, and then Craig
And he
Hodges
got
never
his
played an
combo.
NBA game again.
So what's more important to you?
Listen, my whole thing is this.
Is what's more important, putting the ball in a basket or your community and this
I'm
issue?
saying the whole visit the president thing in general is just a PR stunt anyway. Like nothing is getting no legislation is getting passed.
Say that
because
to the girl
fucking
Kim
Scottie
K
Pippen-
got out of jail.
All right, but that's different. It's
No,
not.
it's
they're
not.
It is different.
That's a great
I
It is
hate that
different.
argument.
It
I
is
hate that-
different.
it's different.
because it's tradition. It's a tradition that was built on PR.
But you still get a conversation.
Did it work?
Kim Kardashian was already making visits. She was making several visits. That one meeting
Did it
that
work?
you get.
Did
That
the girl
one
get out of
meeting-
jail?
It's
That
it's
one
not the
meeting
same
could
thing.
lead to several meetings.
It's not the same
Why-
thing.
Tell me why.
It's not the same
Why
thing.
can't Steph
because
Curry
it's
meet-
one meeting that you have as a team
Yeah.
where you go, the president says something real nice about you.
No,
take
you have a
picture,
conversation.
and then you
Jeff
go.
Saturday said this on NFL when the teams were first saying we might not go, or
Mm-hmm.
no, players were just not going. He was like, "This is the one time I had a conversation with Barack Obama,
Yeah.
aired some grievances, and tried to understand where he was coming from." That's
Right.
not my phone. I don't think.
Try putting
I'm about to say, you can't
So-
be your first time on the job, take it. Get out
so
of the
here,
phone
so here's the thing, because this is what happens, right? We
Uh-huh.
get in this situation, and it's actually bad, right? We get in this situation where people are so tribal with their politics, and they go, "I would never
I
be."
don't-
Let me just get the point.
No, I didn't
I
finish
would
my last
never-
point.
All right, go
My
for it.
thing was the reason why it's different is because these teams aren't just using that meeting with the president to make change. They're using that non-meeting with the president to do other things, like LeBron building an I Promise school, like the Warriors going to D.C. and building a park and doing shit like that. Make an actual on-the-ground change
Real quick.
instead of having a conversation that might just be
real
moot.
quick. How does not going to meet the president make a school? Why can't you make a school and go meet the president?
Because this
How does
thing,
not going help that?
what
thing?
I'm
Are there
saying is with
365 days in a
Trump,
year?
what's up? Yes, there's 365 days in the year. The reason why that people, for better or for worse, have thinking the Trump presidency is a good thing is because it's made people have to be proactive on what the change they want to see in their country.
Sure.
And they don't have to rely on their politics. They don't have to rely on the president or any of that
Yes.
type of stuff. The meeting of the president after winning a championship is, what's the difference between the Warriors meeting the president and the fucking Knicks meeting the president? Does it fucking matter? Exactly.
Either
All I'm
way,
saying
you
is,
get a conversation with this man. Jeff Saturday said this. We
like-
had 30 minutes with Barack. He sat and talked to us. And you don't think Trump is a star fucker?
Yeah.
That's how he got where he is.
You
He's gonna
really
sit with the
think
champs.
that
He's gonna
Trump-
sit with Steph.
You really think Trump wouldn't sit with Steph for 30 minutes? Arguably one of the most powerful figures in not only sports but in America. I'm talking about Steph, right? You don't think he's going to sit with him and hear him out and
No.
hear out his ideas, etc. Now,
That's-
I don't think he's gonna hear him out.
the fact that you
I
don't-
think he'll sit. I
Let
think
me
he'll
get this
sit
out.
and get the photo
Let me get
off.
this out. So the fact that you don't think that makes this whole discussion a moot point, right? So if you don't believe that it's even possible, there's no reason to have the discussion. I assume that if you don't go, nothing can happen. If you do go, either nothing happens or something. So the only thing that happens is positivity if you do go.
No, I don't think
You
so.
don't lose anything by not.
I really,
What you gain by not going?
I strongly disagree. You're putting Trump in a position of prior presidents.
Trump,
Like
Obama,
other
Reagan,
president-
it don't matter who.
No,
They're just a
Trump
person
is-
in
no,
power.
This dude
Trump-
is a grown ass baby, bro. Like he's petty as fuck.
And what do
One
baby-
person said, "Oh, we don't want to go and visit the White House." Then
This
it's like, "All
idea-
right, you're
I'm done.
disinvited now."
Listen, I don't
Who
want
fucking does
I
that?
don't want
That's
to
not
talk
how-
about this shit anymore for this reason. This is why I hate politics. We don't talk. We can't listen to the other side.
No, I am
That's
listening.
why I
you're
shut
not.
down.
You're,
I am
you're just
listening.
shutting down.
No, you're
I'm not
literally
shutting
saying.
down.
You're,
No, you
you're
are.
literally saying.
I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you, Steph was like, "I don't think we're gonna go." Didn't even say, "Oh, we're gonna
You're
think
not-
about it as a team." Trump then came out and said, as a petty old dude, was like, "Oh, y'all thinking about it? Fine, you're disinvited." Who does that? Does that sound like somebody who's gonna sit and have a reasonable discussion with
A
you?
person that wants to maintain a position of power does that.
That's not somebody I want to sit with.
It doesn't matter if you want to or not. What do you want? Do you want change or do you want ego boost?
It's not about an ego boost.
That's all it is.
There's
At the end of the day,
nothing-
it's ego. You're being just as petty. You're like, well, I'm not going out
He's
with you.
the president of the United States.
Repeat that to
He's
yourself.
supposed to be less petty than all of us.
Repeat that to yourself. He's the president of the United States. It doesn't matter who it is. He, she, doesn't matter, whatever. You have the most powerful person in the world, and you have the potential to sit down with them for 30 minutes. The least that you can do, if you really care about a cause or something, the very least that you should do is sit down and try to convince that person that it's worthy for him. And if you know how to work him, if you know that fame matters to him, if you know that PR things matter to him, you find a way to spin that fame and that PR into it. But if you're not willing to have that conversation, all you want, or not you personally, but all you want for not going to do it are pats on the back and retweets for being like so woke that you would never meet with somebody. You know what I want to do? I want to exact change. If
Worst
there's
case
something-
scenario, you waste a half a day.
That's
And
it.
anybody with a significant other has had a half a day wasted on much more useless shit. Fucking pumpkin picking, whatever the fuck drive to Jersey you gotta make.
Man, listen, I hear you loud and clear. I just don't have that much faith in him. Not the presidency, not the office of the presidency, not the government. I don't have that enough faith in him as a human.
You got faith
to
Jesus is coming back.
non-petty.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got faith Jesus coming back, and you got no faith that you could convince another human to fix the water in Flint.
Yes, yes.
Come on,
I
son.
got
Where's
faith.
the
How many
belief?
famous people need to tell him, "Hey, the water in Flint is fucked up"? It's still fucked up.
I got faith. I've had 1,000 lives to this point. I got 1,000 more coming. I got faith I can meet with the president.
Son, I think I can convince anything
Y'all
of
some
any-
brave motherfuckers,
anybody,
man.
anything. Do you know what I mean? I really think I could convince anybody of anything.
Can we move on though?
Yeah, let's move on.
Can we talk about this? We were talking about goats earlier, LeBron.
But it's
and MJ.
important to have
Yeah.
these convos. This is what I'm trying to say. Is like I don't want to get to the point, especially on these shows where we can't have these discussions and at least hear out the sides.
All right,
and
that's
why it's
fair.
Oh no,
I
I'm
see
hearing
that.
you.
I
I
see
could
that.
hear and listening
that.
out, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, just like you have your point, I have my point. We just like, all right, well,
Sure.